I'm going to introduce Tito Favaro. So he's a senior industrial designer at Robotics, blends human factors with robotics. He has an extensive background in ergonomics design and teaching in industrial design. He will be discussing the industrial design process for humanoid robots today. So yeah, please welcome him.
Thank you. Well, I try to explain how was my process when I arrived to PAL Robotics, and I work as an industrial designer many years, and I don't know where I go when I start working in robotics, and today I try to explain how was the process to learn, and I continue learning, of course, for trying to design a platforms that help the people in research or R&D companies, and how these platforms can be useful and lose as better as possible. Today is in a talk about the industrial design, pure industrial design, the physical part of the robot, and how I do decisions about the physical part of the robot. And well done. I I work in a PAL Robotics, is in a company that we do. Sorry. We do an humanoid robots. We have 3 areas: intralogistic that are more focused in the industry, and each other is in leg length, is in humanoid bipeds. That the research is more focused in the how to walk or manipulate something. And each other is in a mobile interaction, is in a more or less with the research and interaction with the persons. And first thing that I tried to do when I started in PAL, it was directly design something, but they'll tell me, Tito, we have this robot is too expensive, it's too old, and we need to do more cheaper. And okay, do some sketch, modeling something, and give us a solution for do more cheaper and more accessible. And I started to sketch and drawing. And when I finished the robot, it was very clear for me that I don't understand what I am doing. No, okay, I need to hearing. I started to hearing the people for finding answers to all the questions that I have, but there are many questions. But why the robot is a humanoid? Must be a humanoid? Must be having a head or legs or arms or whatever? No, and I talked with the PAL expert. There are many people in PAL that work in robotics and doing home, doing the job, doing in his holidays, doing it anywhere, live for the robotics as you do, of course. And I told with the people that we can meet together here for understand how they work, why they use the robotics, and what type of the robotics are working. And each other research was related with the people that manufacture our robots. We do all in Barcelona. We are focused in try to manufacture parts more near as possible in Spain and Europe, but assembly everything in PAL. And I talk with the people that assembly any robot and different platforms for understand how accessible can be the hardware for the people that must to build something with a little bit complex. And what is the feedback that receive the validation team, that is the persons that prepare the robot for going to the customers, going to the researchers, and when arrive, what success? This wasn't clear for me, and first conclusions was understand that we can work for universities, so we can work for private company when we talk, for example, for Tiago Pro or platform of Tiago or platform of Ari that is in a human interaction. And was clear for me that there are different roles in the person that work there, need to do some tasks, and his needs are different if they are in the different levels. And this is the reasons for that they choose us for and use one robot that we build and we prepare for work with them, no? And start to be more clear what will be my what I must to do and I reduce in learning areas and I start to create a customer journey map for help me, for be clear, this is now too old. This is from 2019. Actually, it's 4 papers large as this place, and I try to remove every day when we finish some discussions or meeting, I go there, I change something, if something is wrong, I crash and I change and I put another paper and discuss with the people. If this morning I go to the validation team and tell me, okay, we have this problem with this robot, someone broke that. It's the 3rd time that success. I go to the map if this success when start the first step with the robot or is in the middle of the using, no? And I try to understand how I can find a solution, no? This is how to learn for making decisions when I try to design something in PAL, and this is that I feel that I need to learn, no? for can work. Next one was understand what is the competitors, what is the market that there are for research robots, no? And this is in research robots when you need to choose the scope of the robot that you want to work, you need to understand where will you focus it, no? For example, when I design Ari robot is more near like this, is in this area, but Tiago Pro is a mobile manipulator, it's more near like this, it's not a humanoid, but when we develop, for example, Talos or the new Kangaroo, it's more near a biped, but very mechanic, no? When I do a meeting for a new project or for a new product, first one is, okay, I have this pyramid, please choose where do you want to be the scope of this robot, but I need to understand what we want, no? I try to share the people this for can help me, and usually I go with this pyramid to PAL Robotics. Please, what do you think about this? you think that we need that or that or that? No? And well, this helped me to understand the scope of the robot. Next one is, well, I have an expertise in ergonomics and I work a lot with ergonomics. I do between 7 years as an expert in ergonomics in multinationals, working with big machines, thinking in architecture and at the point of jobs and whatever. And I use anthropometrics for design the robots, no? For understand what is the best position from the technical rules, for understand what is the vision for one dimension of one screen, and this screen, how far it is from the more high people, more low people, the people that is in a sitting or in a wheelchair, and if these technical rules help me to decide how much till one screen if you want to interact with one robot and do that a little bit quick, no? It's the same, for example, for the safety. This was a revision of the robot, Ari, but we have many problems. There are a little bit holes in the arm, and when I'm moving are little holes that you can put the finger inside, and you can, okay, we change the arm, we change the robot, and now it's more safety, and I use ergonomics for do the decisions. Each other way is understand how the people work in industrial place and what are the most important dimensions for this person for interact, keep deep range, everything, and this helped me to be clear what are the dimensions that I must to use when I design one arm, no? The large of this arm, the decisions about how it is the degree of freedom and how to create choosing 4 degrees freedom in one arm the large of any joint need a reason. No, the reason is, okay, you will work with a person, you will work in a place that persons are working, you need to arrive, that the persons usually arrive. Okay, this helped me to understand the scope for design the arm, no? When I arrived to PAL Robotics in 2019, the robots are white and black. For me, it was horrible. I come from from the cosmetics. I designed after this year 8 years. I am working with fashion designers and wasn't too different when I arrived. Okay, why there are white and black? Only white and black? Really? No. We use the green. This horrible green that is too lighted. No, help the people that see the robot. Okay. When first job was try to find a different changes about the white, about the color, no, and how this can help a robot to be more calibrated, no. But finally, you need that one person trying to interact with a machine. Why one person want to interact with a machine? This is the question that I do any day, no? Why no? And okay, I need to do more comfortable the appearance of the robot for help the people that want to interact with this robot, no? And I use some reference from the point of view of the design. I like too much for design, industrial design, and for me, it's a reference Ross Logrove. He's a UK designer that is in London. He do a very well work. Each other was a parametric design, how we can generate cosmetics, sculptures, or whatever, not using drawings, not using modeling in 3D, using mathematics formula that give us some cosmetics that provide solutions, no? Each other was Anish Kapoor. Anish Kapoor in 2022 present the radical black, absolute black, don't reflect nothing, and I want to do something with it. I don't know why, but I want to do something with it. And of course, something for me that is important in ID is all the principles that come from the Bauhaus and the basics of the design, no? And I need to find a solution when I have all this know-how. Is okay, I need to find a cosmetics that adapt production, low production, no many materials, companies that can provide material manufacturing that is near, not too far. And I find this concept, radical black, can manufacture parts in black with better quality, with the different quality of different type of blacks that can give us a very good product, you know. And this was the challenge, you know. I try to explain, for example, what was the process for the arm and from the head, but it's clear how I use this, no. First one, what I tried to redesign the platform of Thiago, no, was okay. You need to redesign. We start from the arm, no? For the arm, when I start the design of the arm in PAL, the arm of Ari was in 3D printer, was structural and cosmetic. Don't use only one material. We use a dynamic cell with assembly with a little part of metal inside and whatever, no? But there are intention that use less material as possible, no? Next step was to design more complex arm with the actuators with six materials, and the objective was simplify these 6 materials in 2 materials, and for manufacture this arm we need, I feel that 2 weeks, and I do a simple solution for can assembly in 4 hours. We use only 2 materials with simple actuators, with repeat electronics, and I try to scale to PAL for be easy repair. But in robotics, it's very casual that we need to change something, no? And okay, 1 year before, Luca Marchioni tell me, okay, we need to do better. Okay, we try to do better, no? The first arm was on a left arm and right arm. The joints are different. And I tried to do something that was, in the first moment, was a little bit crazy, but was possible, was repeating the shoulder and the ankle, the same joints. And I used for the first square I use in the first and the third square, and the second square is the same of the fourth square, and I use the same arm in right position and in left position. It's the same arm. And we can repeat the squares in any arm, and this helps us that we don't do mass production, we do allow production, having a very good quality for stock, for can manufacture, for doing a quality of the parts. And I work a lot with only 2 companies, but I have two materials only. And the quality of this gives me a lot of possibilities to build different things for a solution in robotics. No? This year, we changed the breeze, and we do a new breeze for do more spherical range and can arrive more near inside the robot. No? This is the third iteration from the 2021 to 2024. No? Is on time, I try to reduce the impact of the arm between the how to assembly, how to receive parts. Now, actually, we manufacture all the arm here in Europe, between Italy, Belgium, Spain, and there are only 3 providers for manufacture all the arm. Was a little bit different, try to design ahead. Design ahead have many questions, no? First one is, why one robot need an ahead, no? Or how do you want to be an ahead, no? For me, it's, okay, one robot can be an age, is an child, or is an adult? Is an something that looks as a machine, or is something that looks as a person? And for me, it's very difficult to understand where we want to be with the robot, but it's a mobile manipulator. Someone has aspects, different aspects for use this robot and needs for use this robot, no? And you need to equilibrate for choosing, okay, we need a screen, a camera, microphone, LEDs, and whatever. You try to sketch with all the components, give more neutrally as possible this solution for the people can use, no? And finally, okay, this was the solution in all the robot. There are something that that we do that is the covers, for example, in the base are the same in front and in back, and the covers in the base are the same in left and right. Only with 6 screws you can open the robot for access to the PC. Actually, we have 2 windows for the user panel. We have a laptop tray. We have mounting points for add cameras. We have a possibility to include in back and a Jisun for include more cameras. And well, it's work in progress. No? Next step is prepare this head for give the research possibilities for change things in the head. No? It's okay, we build this cover for can change different cameras. We choose 3 cameras that our research tell us that was more usual for them. We use the OAC and 2 form factors of the Intel, and it's too quick and easy. You only need to extract 2 screws, take the cover, you extract the camera, you have a USB-C there. You can remove this ray speaker and you have the power and USB-C there, and you can plug an Velodyne if you need, you can change the camera if you need, and we can provide you a cover for the type of camera, and you can change this too quick. This thing that was a decision for the customers, for the people that work with the robot and want solutions or need solutions from the form factor that they use for his work. Now, okay, decapit the robot, and we do a head standalone. And is the last. This is fantastic, but in this version, we use paint. We try to use only, there are less than the 40% of the robot, only 40% of the robot is painted, but here it isn't painted. It's only material. And well, this is I try to do more accessible for the research, for the people that manage the robot, do more adaptable and more scalable to us for working with it. And next step was, okay, we need to do the same with the kangaroo, no? A new version of kangaroo is our biped, is more complexity solution, but we don't paint. We use the same two materials. And now I am working in the new arms for kangaroo, for can have a hi-fi, and I need to discover how will be the head. I don't know, but sometimes arrive. And well done. Next step is try to work with the UI generator and mathematics generator that can give me a product that was 100 functional from the mathematics, from the needs of the researchers, and we can build not only as something cosmetic, it's something really functional can dissipate hot inside, cool inside the robot, or be more lighted as possible, and well, this is what I do. It's okay. I finished.